quite like the moment when someone tries to make you feel like a Tweedledee or a Tweedledum.
Especially when you get called out for an offense which in that moment seems to be the end of the world, but in the whole scope of reality is actually quite an uncommon error.
And this was the case with me 2 times in the past week regarding the topic of money. The first incident happened about a week ago when I stepped into an upscale juice bar in Miami Beach and pulled out a $20 bill to pay for a delicacy. And the man behind the counter said, "Oh no, ma'am, I'm sorry, but we no longer accept cash as a form of payment." So naturally my first reaction was, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." But once I thought about the implications of what he was telling me, I wanted to say, what the hell are you guys thinking? You can't build your whole future and securities on electronic currency. But instead I said nothing, and I proceeded to Tweedledee and Tweedledum my way right out of that juice bar. And then today I stopped into Starbucks to buy these awesome coffee beans that only come once a year. And it's all Sabrina Bailey's fault because she is the one who turned me on to them. So I thought, wow, these only come out once a year, so I better buy some, and maybe I'll get some for my mom. And so then I proceeded to the countertop to pay for the beans and a couple drinks, and guess what? My bill came to $37.95. So reaching into my wallet, I pulled out the only piece of cash that I had with me, which was a $50 bill, and I proceeded to hand it to the man behind the counter, to which he replied,
Ma'am, I'm going to let you slide on it this time, but just so you know, for future reference, we do not accept $50 bills, and it's okay this time because, you know, you spent quite a lot, but technically we're not supposed to, break $50 bills. And so I just want you to know ahead of time that you might not get somebody in the future who's as lenient as I've been.
Naturally, I felt like crawling into a hole and dying. I mean, seriously, what was I thinking to have the audacity to spend a $50 bill in public? I mean, that is almost sacrilege.
So I simply said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, thank you very much." But when I thought about the practicality of what he was suggesting, what I really wanted to say is, no problem. Next time I come in, I'll bring my piggy bank with me, and we'll count out the quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. So after today's incident, I realized that maybe it's time for me to withdraw and go through a time of deep self-reflection so I can figure out exactly what my problem is.